Hey. John, good to see you. Jennifer.
Morse code.
What does that mean in Morse code?
I'm not sure. I never took the class.
Crazy.
I know Jim and Pam did it on Office, so.
They took the Morse code class?
They messed with Dwight. Remember?
I think I do.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah. Jake says your beard's looking good as always.
And thanks. You ought to see my back hair. It's amazing. We got it in the corn nose.
Good to see you guys. Brandy, awesome to see you.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you? I bet you're doing well. Drinking coffee?
Probably.
Probably. I'm going to let everybody get tuned in here. Stephanie and I are just chilling out here in her little shop where she does her Etsy orders. She's been working on that pretty hard today, as well as getting a lot of those stickers out. I think we got all the stickers out, maybe just a few of Biker Trash. We did that little, I had somebody call me Biker Trash, and I actually kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. And then I told Steph about it and was going to make this post. And I was like, And then we made the post. And then I was like, hey, hon, can you make some stickers? And she's like, yeah. So she made the stickers. And so I think we sold
right at 270, almost 300 stickers, which was not what we were expecting
you believe
at
that
all.
Shit?
So
super cool.
Which we wanted to, kind of put it out there. So we just did that little flash sale for 99 cents and offered free shipping because, it's just a sticker. I'm not going to make you guys pay a couple of bucks for shipping. When
the power of the internet.
It just goes in a regular envelope too, so yeah, it was a big turnout, which was, shocking to us because we really didn't think that we would sell.
Definitely took that negative, made a positive out of it.
Yes. Yeah.
That was just,
which we've learned.
Just a great example right
We've
there.
learned, to do that over the years.
Yes. All right.
Which is never wrong.
Okay.
James Tate, thank you so much for your super chat.
Hi, buddy. I hope you're doing all right. I'll be talking to you soon. You know what I mean, man.
And then Mike Bodine.
Hi, Bodine.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I love the pears.
How are all of you guys? I hope everyone's doing well. A lot going on out in the world.
Lots of changes.
Lots of changes.
Of course, it's November, so we've got most of you guys, the riding season's coming to an end.
Well,
which for a lot of you guys,
West Coast are probably just not getting cool off where they can ride, really.
Yeah, and I'm speaking because we're here in the Mid-South and
Mid-South?
Midwest, whatever, And we've got some really cool days.
We had a lot of rain.
And a lot of rain.
A shit ton of rain. So much rain. Had a really amazing fall, though. It's a beautiful place here in Ozarks, of course. You guys know that. I'm sure it's wherever you're at, too. You've got something in your backyard that's amazing to show off.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm going to catch up on some comments before we get too far ahead. Mike Myers, good to see you.
Hi, Mike.
Two Wills, good to see you. He said, long time no see.
Hey. What's up?
Good to see you on here, Paul. And Booga and Possum.
How are y'all?
Very cool. So glad that everyone's getting to join us. Anthony Jones, hello.
Hello, Anthony.
No says greetings from Canada. If someone called me biker trash, I would say thank you.
Yeah. Well, so I've known some old bikers, which we've lost them all now. But, that wasn't, you call somebody biker trash and they'd pop you in the nose, back then. So I still find that kind of derogatory, So I just accepted it. Yeah, no joke. Now, after this, I'm like, yeah, hell, I'll accept that. Yeah. I'm going to give me a big one and put it on the side of the van. So, yeah, no shit. And I know that if you're here on this channel, then we possibly, or maybe, unless you're just finding us, we're probably like-minded people. So that leads me to this. If you're finding us, never seen us, I'm TJ Thompson. This is Stephanie Thompson. She's my bride. Next week, matter of fact, Wednesday, it'll be our 9th wedding anniversary. Yeah. Show our life on the bike or whatever we're doing, somewhat motorcycle content, and whatever we're getting into.
Yeah, it's usually mostly motorcycle content. Sometimes it's, our life.
Whatever.
We have 5 kids together.
How many?
5.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you forget? Did you forget 1 or 2 of them?
Yeah. 1 or 2 of them I don't know about.
Yeah. So, 5 kids. We've got 3 that are out of school and in college and doing great. And then we've got 2 that are graduating actually this year. So it's a busy year for us. We've got football, which is coming down to an end.
Yeah,
with the season.
One big time right there too. Give the boy, Kendrick Thomas Thompson, the train, a big shout out, bud. You're doing really good. They closed their regular season last night with a win. They are in the playoffs.
And they are the 5A West champions.
That's
now
right.
We're going to be going off to playoffs for state.
So that'll be next Friday night. So we'll be in the playoffs. I said the Golden Goblins, which we both, Steph and I, were both brought up to be Goblins. Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of crazy to think that.
So we're really proud of that boy. He's offensive line. Left tackle, amazing young bull.
Yeah, very
Last
cool.
night they got into a little bit. Him and his rival, the rival ripped Kindred's helmet off, which we could tell right away. Kindred got pissed, of course, started getting riled up. He came off. The next go around, Kindred ripped his helmet off. And so at the end of the game, though, they gave each other a pat on the back, and it was a good sportsman. For sure about it, but it gave us a hell of a good show, didn't it?
Yeah, it was fun to watch. It was a good game.
It feels great too to be able to say that we're raising the next men. He is definitely going to be just like me, and I'm proud of it. He's no softy. Proud of that boy. All right, Mama.
Doing great. But yeah, so we've got those 2 graduating. Our youngest, she's actually in 11th grade, but she's graduating early, taking like 3 college classes, just kicking ass and getting it done. And very proud of all our kiddos. But yeah, so that's just a little bit.
So we're buttoning that up. So we're fixing to be empty nesters.
I know, which is so weird because we've always talked about once we get the kids through high school and into college or working on their own, how that's going to be. And now that it's so close here, it's odd. But with all that saying, our year has been busy. Our 2020 year is winding down, and we're already making plans for 2021.
Which, with all this being said, kind of leads us into what we were kind of talking about tonight in our title of the video and the subject we'll be talking about this evening. Year before last, if you didn't know, we had our bike stolen in Daytona. We got back. We all came together. You guys, they did. Were able to get back on a new bike, 2019 Road Glide Special. We took off from there and ended up in Arizona.
Yep.
So what we did, we went to Laughlin River Road. That's what we did.
We did. So we sat on the bike. Didn't take it for a test ride or anything like that.
Never rode it. Took
off or took out of Denny's in Springfield and ended up in Arizona and did our first SaddleSore 1000, which is one of the Iron Butts Association's certificate challenge rides that you guys may know about. But yeah, so no test ride really for us. That was the test ride.
The test ride was 1,000 miles. Well, the first day I think was 600 and something miles. But you know, we did that. Steph is also, she is on the docket, on the record. I don't know the exact terminology here.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about. It's like
Yeah.
the process that we went through to complete the iron butt, how we registered, how we fill out the forms and stuff like that. And there's all kinds of different challenges out there, not just the SaddleSore.
Shit ton. Yeah, you get to looking like we have been because, you know, we're just looking for that next challenge. And
which I think the SaddleSore is like the not bottom ranking. It's like the easiest one, I guess, basically.
Definitely.
The shortest miles, I think.
Definitely the easiest of all of them.
Yeah, yeah. The easiest, probably,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely. Because the next thing you go to is the butt burner.
Yeah, now we always say butt burner, but it's actually called the bun burner.
Bun burner. So, and we should have went ahead with that because once we actually got done, we had about 1,300 miles and we went a couple more, we'd had it. But we set to go and we accomplished it. Steph and I did it together. It's something cool to do, whether it's by yourself or with a buddy or your loved one on the back or whatever. But it's something you can, you know, set a goal with and we accomplish something. It feels good to be on a bike and doing something, riding with a purpose or something. This is just a good example that Steph and I was wanting to do it. And it was really cool because we jumped on that bike, like she said, the first time, and we did this. So it was a kickoff to the new bike. And it's neat to see your name in the records as well.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty neat. So, you know, people are always talking about that they've done 1,000 miles in a day and all this, which I'm sure tons of people have. This is just one way that you could go about it to get it recorded. You get a couple of goodies. And then, of course, like the Iron Butt Association, I think they have like over 75,000 members. It's something crazy, like stupid crazy. So it's cool to be a part of that because once you do your ride through them, you also get like your login to their forums, and they do different rides. They do different events. They do like the Ride to Eat events. They also do...
Getting hungry, sorry.
They also do the Iron Butt Rally, which is pretty neat too. Like every Iron Butt member who has completed one of their rides can register to attend the rally, which the rally, I guess, is kind of like a on the road rally, which is like they set out the route and then it's kind of like a scavenger hunt throughout the ride. And like it's like the whole ride is split up into different sections, and you don't know what is required of you. Basically, in the next sections, you only have knowledge of that first section. So like that first section may be, you know, like covering 2 states, and throughout those 2 states, you have to, you know, get to the next checkpoint before it closes. You may have to get like, you know, a picture of this monument in this city or something like that. So it's kind of like a scavenger hunt. I think they said they'll like sometimes even ask you to like purchase a certain thing in like say Memphis to show that you were in Memphis, you know. So it's kind of cool.
It'd be fun as hell. Also, they have...
What are you laughing about?
My mind just went in the gutter. I was just thinking all kinds of weird shit.
Oh,
they have a lot of cool stuff going on too. Rallies.
You're thinking weird things because you're eating
a banana. Rallies too, and if you're a member, you get to go to a rally. Right? Pretty cool.
Well, no, that is the rally. The rally is the road on the road.
Road rally.
Yeah, it's a road rally that's kind of like a scavenger hunt. To me, it reminds me of the Amazing Race, where you have like checkpoints and you have to get there before it closes. So basically, it's on.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
My kid.
Basically, you have to get there before the time limit is over, you know.
It'd be really neat. It's a challenge thing. And I mean, that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for a challenge on that bike and something you can brag about, and give you a reason to get out on the road, right?
Yeah.
And we need something right now. I mean,
well,
with all the shit shut down that did, I don't know. I just thought it was really cool. I was proud that you got on there as well.
Yeah, so I guess you want to talk about that?
I think.
Okay. So the Iron Butt Association, on their website, you can apply for all kinds of different Oh, Texas 23 said just completed and got my second one and just received my certification. That's
cool.
awesome. Very cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah, you can sign up, and actually you don't even have to register first, because they basically think that, you are basically up against Mother Nature, all this stuff. So it's not necessarily like you put your name down, you're leaving out, you're going to complete this Wednesday, because, who knows what will happen Wednesday. And so basically you just print out your application, you print out your documents that you need, you take them with you. So whenever you start it, you start it. And whenever you start that first mile, that's when the time clock starts.
What's it called again? The IB something?
The IBA, Iron Butt Association.
Okay, and then you had to have that. Basically, you had to have a gas receipt. You guys probably already know all this.
Yeah, you may know this, but I didn't know any of this. We didn't know any of this because we were completely blind.
Didn't know how it worked.
So yeah, there's we had to have a witness at the start and a witness at the end. So that was kind of a weird thing too.
Just like getting married.
No, you don't need a witness at the end. 2 witnesses to start. Super easy. Wherever you're starting out at, your buddies can meet you there.
Yeah,
whatever.
Man, that's the easy one.
But then when you finish, and if you don't do a circle and you do just a straight line, and you're 1,000 miles from home, it's hard to find a stranger that will put down their phone number, their address.
And when I come walking up to them and look like I just got out of prison, they don't want to talk to me. That was the hardest thing about the Iron Butt. It wasn't the miles. We ran into weather. It got fucking cold, a lot of things. We have improved on that bike. We can talk about that too here in a minute. But the hardest thing for me is getting somebody to, she can get witness, couple witnesses, easy. Me? The hell no, they ran away from me. 3 people ran away.
You usually end up at a gas station. I mean, that's our situation we did. But like if you wanted to plan it where you ended up at like a Harley dealership or any other really bike shop, they would totally be there signing your paperwork.
I would say that would be the way. We didn't do that. We just did whatever we wanted to do, like usual.
Yeah.
And it makes it hard on us.
Yeah. Mike Bodine, I'm going to write down the address, or write down, it's the Iron Butt Association. And so it may be listed as IBA. But you will print off your, I guess it's like your application. It just has like your contact information and then your witnesses, your ride. And then a log, because they want you to keep track, and you don't have to take pictures and stuff, which, I mean, it's, I guess, be kind of handy to take a picture, but you just need to record each stop, and you need to get a printed receipt. It's called a...
That's what I was talking about. What is it called?
It's called a DBR. So a dated business receipt. So like whenever you go to get gas and you pay at the pump, or you go inside and pay at the register, you need to get a receipt, but that receipt also needs to have the date and time on it. So their address of wherever you get your gas station, and then the date and time. So you have to have that for each stop or each fill up.
Traction. Like a GPS tracker. But just when you go get gas, print your receipt out and make sure it has all that information on it. If not, go in and get the teller to give you that shit, because you need that. And that's all we did. I just folded up, gave it to Steph, and she just stacked them in there. It's easy as hell. I mean, that part, like I said, that's the hard part. I would do like you were saying.
Hard. It was kind of weird.
It was odd.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Especially trying to, because we did end up at a gas station. It was really weird trying to explain what we were doing to just a random person at the gas station, because most people that you run into at a gas station probably don't know about like these challenges.
As soon as you say butt, they're just like, what?
Yeah.
Arm butt. What the,
Yeah.
And we were looking pretty rough for about that.
Yeah, because that's 1,000 miles in 24 hours. And I think we still had a couple hours left whenever we ended it. So we were
and we did it in an amount of time too. We did it I don't know, it was under time, of course.
Yeah.
Now
Had,
the
like,
planning
couple hours
of it
left.
too, it depends on when you want to take out. Like some people come out early in the morning, some people go out later in the evening. You know, we really left out later. We rode night.
Yeah. So yeah, you hear people, I think someone was just talking about they were wanting to do an iron butt and the people were wanting to leave at like 3 a.m. Which is cool. I mean, you leave at 3 a.m., you can ride all throughout the day and night.
Yeah.
However, what we did was we left out at like 2 p.m. So we had 2 p.m. We had the evening to ride.
That's my favorite time
into the night, and then we stopped in Tucumcari. I think we slept for like 2 hours.
We did.
Got up, and then we were able to ride. And then we were able to ride the rest of the morning all the way in the afternoon.
We have a video too. You can go down there and see it. We step the video together of our iron butt so you can see a little bit of how, you know, what we did and where we went and how we felt. I may get a little pissy there. Hello, Iraq Vet. How are you, buddy? Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Dave's got a coffee. So thanks,
you think
man.
You got a little pissy?
I usually do. You know, I get a little pissy.
Without sleep?
No, I just get pissy. You know? Just usually because of somebody. You know, drivers on a phone or something.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I like running at night, though.
Yeah, there's a lot less traffic, of course.
So and like I said, we love running at night. We'll run at night. But now to jump on that bike that we had then and the improvements that we have now would be a totally different ballgame.
Yeah, because when we bought the bike, of course, we had the stock seat, we had stock handlebars,
stock suspension, stock lighting.
Everything was stock on it.
So now we've upgraded everything. We're running that Mustang seat, running Legend suspension. You've got a tour pack they can lean against now. I've got a backrest. We've got those custom dynamic lighting on the bike, which makes tons of difference.
The handlebars are better for
you. Bars are set up where it's got my shoulders up, and I'm where I need to be.
Right.
Posture.
Which I think would lead us to doing another challenge a lot easier.
Yes, I think it would. I don't know. You know, we'll see. You know, we're looking for what we're going to be doing next year. We need to do something badass.
And I don't know if there's going to be rallies.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, as many rallies as we're used to.
Right. You know, I think there's going to be some rallies, but who can project what the hell's going on in the world? I mean, really, you don't even know who's going to win something until days later. So, I mean, who can tell? Only if I had a crystal ball.
Well, let me look at this. I'm going to see if I can pull this up.
So Steph has got the Iron Butt Association page up right now, and she's looking at it.
So the website is ironbutt.org. And when you go to the website, there's like some tips and then certifications, their events, their forum, stuff like that. But you can look at the different rides that they have. And of course, this is just like
40
a very short list, because they do have the big list of rides. And you have to understand, Iron Butt Association is nationwide. It's not just U.S. It is, I mean, they've got it in Germany,
Finland,
they've got
Switzerland, India,
all over
Russia, Ukraine, South Africa. Damn.
Russia, Ukraine.
Yeah, so I mean, they just go down through like, oh, shit.
So they've got a lot of SaddleSore series, which is what we did. SaddleSore 1000, which is 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours. They've got SaddleSore 2,000, 3,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10,000. Of course, all the time limits change.
20,
of course.
30, 100, 100,000 miles in 1 year club.
Yes, that's the 100K club.
Okay.
Crazy. They've got Scooter 1000. So like on scooters smaller than 300 cc's. Yeah, it's kind of like the Dusty Butt 1000, which is the SaddleSore 1000, completely off-road.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
Mm.
Not on the road glide.
Mm.
But anyways, okay, yeah. So back to the list. Okay, so SaddleSore 1000, the Bun Burner 1500, which is 1500 miles in less than 36 hours. So really, we were almost to the 1300 miles.
We could have done that
in like the 24 hours, and we should have just went the extra, because like the jump from 1,000 miles to 1500, you have another 12 hours to complete it.
Yeah.
So we should have just went ahead and did it, but we didn't. So they have, this is kind of neat too. So National Parks Tour Series. So you visit at least 50 national parks in at least 25 states. That's kind of cool.
Where's the titty bar one?
They need a titty bar one.
Yeah, come on. I'm talking about butts and buns and shit.
So Coast to Coast Series.
That might be cool.
That's kind of cool. So yeah, USA Coast to Coast Series. And then they have the Ultimate Coast to Coast, which is Key West, Florida to Alaska. Yeah. Pretty neat. And then the 48 states in 10 days.
Whew.
So
48 states in 10 days. I read a little article about a dude that did that.
Yeah.
He took his couple buddies and they went and did that. Now, I got to be honest, it's not my cup of tea. I'm just, my macho card is done punched. So I'm just really wanting to enjoy the ride. But when you do these challenges, I mean, it's part of it. But to run the 48 states, I want to stop and check shit out. I don't want to just be busting through them. You know what I mean? But to have that under your belt, at certain times you pull that out and really get it. Just like, oh yeah, you want to talk shit? Look what I did. I'd have a picture of it on my phone. Look what I did. I would.
Yeah, Iraq Vet said that's called the Hokahay Challenge.
Hokahay.
I hope I'm saying that right too.
I don't know. We've seen that.
Brandy, you said the CVMA chapter is in Indiana, did that this summer in memory of a lost brother. 48 states in 10 days. That is freaking cool. That's
I think
cool.
we know a couple of people too that did that too, and they said it's just a mind. It's just a battle of the wit. Your mind. You just gotta get, which is super cool. And if you went with some people and you were just a traveling good time, I guess what the hell, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and you, we need a break, you know.
Yeah.
And we just talk to
each
other.
And I like to sightsee and
Yeah. You like to pee every once in a while.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Texas 23, that's a good point. So he was talking about the amount of time it takes to get your certification back, because the Iron Butt Association is basically ran off of volunteers. They don't like have a full staff like all the time. So they are like going through each person's submissions as far as like checking it and making sure that it's correct, because this is a lot of fucking work. I mean, like you're putting your
big time.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of work into it. So, of course, they want to make sure that it's legit. And no one.
It did take some time, because I was beginning one. I was like, where's our shit at?
Yeah, yeah. So this, I was just going to show you. This is the log. So, like, whenever you print it off, you have to list how many stops you made, of course, the date and your time. And they want to know what your odometer is, not your trip rating, but your actual odometer. And then the miles and like where you stopped. So I just listed when we got gas, when we ate, when we did sleep, and stuff like that. So, I mean, it wasn't really as far as a lot of work as, you know, keeping track of everything, because we were getting the receipts anyways. Oh, he's telling me.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyways, it's pretty cool because we filled out all the paperwork, we sent it in, and it took a couple of months to get it back, so that you're a member and that you completed it. You can buy all kinds of stuff, but we did like the pin and the license plate.
Yeah, but you know, this is the license plate. Very cool. I was wanting the frame to go on, because I could use that. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's really cool. One thing I would say though is, for us, where we stayed, like always, we just do shit on the fly. Wasn't really handy, because they put us on like the 3rd floor with no elevator. And I'm tired, and we got our luggage, you know. So you'll have to rip that off and run up the stairs and throw that shit in there. And then in the morning, no, you got to get up in a couple hours and go back down the stairs. So that's one thing I would look for and maybe think ahead about a little bit. You might be able to book that when you get closer. Make sure you get a ground level.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah,
it's just because it just saves your energy, makes it a little quicker. You're talking about cutting it down to like 5 minutes walking in the room to 15 minutes by the time you get done, 20, 30, or whatever. Food.
Yeah, we did pack a couple of granola bars and stuff like that. So whenever we did stop to get gas, we could get, you know, a couple of bites and stuff like that.
As you can see, I have to eat all the time. And I'll get shakes. I do better when I get on the bike. I'll get kind of honed in, and adrenaline gets going. If it doesn't get going, I just go faster to get the adrenaline going. So I don't think I ever felt sleepy or anything. Matter of fact, when we laid down, it was hard for me to go to sleep.
Yeah,
and then I take sleeping pills, so I won't sleep at all.
Because I think you were like anticipating completing it. And then, although we were super tired and it got cold, I did put the link to that video down below. But yeah, I think whenever we left out that next morning, after a couple hours of sleep, I think it was like 40 something.
I think it was colder than that. We'll look on the video, but that wasn't it. It started raining and shit. And I mean, really, that was the first time we'd ran out together west. You know, and it changes, different than what we're used to.
Yeah.
So,
and this was in May. So, Randy Nestor, welcome. 87 Ornery Octane.
Welcome. We appreciate you so much. You just made our ass grow bigger. And here with the Ornery ones, we like a big old thick ass. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Welcome, buddy.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Oh, there's our ass.
Boom, boom. Anyway, didn't mean to. But one thing, like I was saying earlier, with all the upgrades that we've made on that Road Glide, I think we'd have a totally different outcome now.
I think so too.
We can jump on that bike and run now. Super easy to do 600-700 miles on our bike now. We can run with that. We're comfortable. It does good. Now, when we run like that, you know, we eat. You know, we stop and take our time. We stretch. If we need to, usually when we stop to fuel up, we pee, get something to drink, fill the bike up, and we're going. We don't take too long, you know. But the bike is just—it's just an amazing bike that we got to set now.
Yeah, with the stock seat, like we'd stop and get gas, and I had to get off the bike and like just stand up for a little bit and kind of move around. But now with that other seat, I mean, a lot of times when we stop at the gas station, I'll just stay.
She'll just stay on the seat,
seated on the bike.
But it's wider. You know, that Mustang's wider, and it's got a good pan under it. There's other seats up there as well. This is what we're running. Seat made a huge difference. Now, throw the Legend suspension. Totally fucking different.
I'm really looking at your handlebars because it's, you know, because with the stock ones, you were kind of down lower and kind of more hunched back.
Yeah, kind of got me into that.
And now they're higher and more of a straighter.
It's a whole different game, you know. Yeah. The bike's totally.
So I don't know which one we should do. I think it would be fun to kind of, you know, take on one.
But we'd have trouble now because we have to cross.
Yeah. And that's what I think, because like I was saying, they do iron butt rallies every year also. And I think it may have been canceled for 2020. I don't know. I didn't really look into it a whole lot, but I know that different, you know, rides, of course, were canceled, as well as, you guys know, rallies and stuff like that. So
curious to see how next year pans out for us all.
Yeah.
In the middle of that, we'll have Sturgis, and I'm sure they're going to be doing some stuff down in Florida, which the last little Florida thing, they kind of was a bust.
Mm-hmm.
What we heard. And we didn't go to some stuff we could have gone to because we got that boy playing football, so we didn't want to miss any games. So,
of course not. Let's see. Iraq Vet. Let's see. You'd asked how much for the new Ornery One shirts. So the Ornery One shirts, $22.50. Depending on the size, I think it's like size 3X, maybe 4X. That charges $1 or $2 extra. Just because it, we have to pay extra, and so we just tacked it on the same. But yeah, $22.50 or so.
That is the Ornery as fuck shirt, is what he's talking about. And on the back of the shirt, it has. Oh, you got the shirt?
Yeah, there's a couple in there.
Okay, cool. So this is the blue one. There's different colors. So on the back, here it is. And then Steph drew this up. So it's all her drawing. On the front, it has oh yeah. But these are a good quality shirt. These are the canvas shirts. So it's not those square fitting, thick cotton. So they're, like I said, it's a tri-blend.
Yeah, and there's it's like a heather color, so they are the tri-blend, like you were saying, but slate, maroon, and olive that we have on the website.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this tri-blend, whatever bullshit, until we started doing these, apparel stuff, and I started looking. I was like, man, we find shirts every once in a while. I love them. Mm-hmm. So I would start.
And those are the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have stickers. They're pretty fucking cool.
Oh, yeah, and that makes another point. So, yeah, Iraq Vet. So he did have an issue, and I've heard several people say, and I wasn't really familiar with this, but they say like those shirts that have like a lot of
print on it,
image on it, I guess, to turn it inside out whenever you wash it and dry it, and probably just dry on a low setting, because I think if it gets too hot, it may melt or something. I don't know. But that's a good idea. If you've got one, wash it inside out is what I've heard.
Yeah. I haven't had any trouble, but we do a lot of laundry. We got a couple kids, so it probably doesn't get a chance to really get hanging together much.
In and out.
Socks.
In and out. Yeah. So what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of our topic tonight, to talk about anything else. Got a cool trailer. Give a big shout out to Mike Myers. Hooked us up. So we got us an enclosed trailer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's as big as it is. I don't know the measurements. One axle.
Mike, you may have to help us out here.
Yeah. Anyway, it's cool as shit. We've been needing one, so Mike didn't need his any longer. Might have said, hell of a fucking deal. Almost kind of a pay it forward deal, honestly. We appreciate that so much, Mike. And so that's pretty cool. We got that old van. Of course, it's a 1-ton, pulls it great. Gonna have to do some brake work on the van though. Got one that's kind of grabbing up front. So that's gonna do some pretty cool stuff with the chopper. If you don't know about the chopper's Maxwell House, just an old Evo. Actually, one of our buddies built it years ago. We lost Euless Youngblood last year to cancer. So we still got the bike. Kind of started doing the twisty, whatever I want take on it. Your opinion's not needed kind of shit. It turned into more of a, I don't know if it's a rat bike. We hear that a lot, but it's just a bike that we put on there.
Yeah, I think I would consider it a rat bike, because a lot of the parts and stuff that's on there is not your typical buy it from a dealership or manufacturer. It's kind of like you made it and put it together. So I think I would consider it that.
So the trailer will open up a lot for us, because we'll be able to put the old bike in there and stuff. Because I guess I could run quite a few miles on it. I don't know. I've done 250 on it. You know, I haven't done that much, but they'll even, I mean, hang together if I could hang together. As far as stuff riding on the back, it just won't work. So we got that trailer now with the van. We can load that up. I'm kind of thinking maybe next year doing some chopper shit so we can just kind of roll up. Plus we'll have our merch and we'll be able to sleep in a van and be kind of fun, I think, you know. And
I think so. And that's one of the things that we try and highlight is ways to save money and do rallies and be out on the road so long, saving money and doing it on a budget. So that's something that's going to be a huge investment that we've done, or a huge investment that we've done that I think will pay off as far as our adventures. Why are you eating so much?
Super hungry. Really hungry.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. Throw some decals on that trailer.
Yes, get it wrapped.
Get wrapped.
Kyle, he said, know of any disabled riders? I am myself, and I'm still wanting to get into riding. That's a really good question. We met a guy that over in Fayetteville, actually, who had one leg, and they have rigged it up where his shift was, how was that? I'm having a hard time remembering because it was like years ago, but it was so neat that they adapted what he had, what he needed, so he could still ride.
What was that was cool. The dude I was thinking about was made in Florida. He had one hand.
Yes. Yeah, that was really neat too.
Holy shit. And rode fucking everywhere with one hand. He didn't have his left hand. And that was super fucking cool, super intelligent dude. We were at this show and we met him and hung out. And I was like, man, I've got to. His bike was outside. And I was like, man, I want to record your bike. I want to talk to you, kind of interview some, so we could just have it and maybe put it on the video. It was really inspiring. And I got drunk and he got drunk. And then everybody else got drunk. And then we had to call Uber. And I've never seen the dude again. We had a hell of a good time because we started just really enjoying each other and fucking talking about kind of shit. And then the shots started coming. And he actually outdrunk me. And he disappeared. So I didn't.
He probably knew it was.
Yeah, he's from smaller animals.
Yeah.
So that was, I don't know how he had that rigged up, but I'd love to see it. And to tell you, I don't know of any that I ride with locally. But dude, there's tons of people out there doing stuff. I'm sure you could find that, you know, in your area. I don't know if they have anything like that, but they have some sites or something. Or forums or something that we could get into and find that. I know that would be really cool to be hanging around with people that are struggling or let's just say overcoming things like you are.
Yeah, there's a lot. Inspiring. There's I think there's quite a bit like disabled veterans that ride too, even like maybe even the CVMA chapters and stuff like that may be able to hook you up with others that maybe forums and stuff like that you can collaborate with and kind of.
It's amazing.
Cool. Or even the local hog chapter.
It's amazing what they're doing, you know, and they're able to do now. But yeah, I don't know anybody. I mean, right offhand, I don't. But
Buck Champ, it's good to see you on
Hi,
here.
Buck, how are you, buddy?
El Buffalo, thank you so much. Debbie Fund.
Get picked on here. Imagine that.
JC Seigels. Oh, he said, I miss y'all having live streams.
Yeah, we do too. We've just been trying to wrap. Well, we're enjoying some stuff right now. And I honestly appreciate that so much, by the way. I just had to push pause for a minute.
Well, it was that, and the kids getting, kids are in school, finishing up their senior year. I've had some stuff kind of put a stop on some things. Holidays. So last week was Halloween. I hope everyone had a great, safe Halloween. Yeah, it's like a couple weeks and Thanksgiving's going to be here. Our youngest is going to have her tonsils taken out next week also. So hopefully that's going to be as smooth. She's got to have tonsils out. And then Christmas is going to be here, and then New Year's.
Yeah, what the hell? I'm definitely doing something for New Year's.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but something. Something fun. Something crazy.
Yes.
Just
Brandy, that's a good idea. She said, Kyle, are you a veteran? Just wondering, we know some rides and groups that are veteran related, but would need to do some research. Yeah, so Kyle, if you're still on here,
there you go.
Brandy, that's a great point. Yeah, that'd be awesome. And Buck Champ said, Steph, did you get your ink done?
She did.
So I did get it started, or picked back up where it had been left off years ago. And I've got another appointment session Sunday. And I don't know if he's going to be able to finish it all Sunday. If not, it'll be one more session and then we should be done.
It's looking badass.
Yeah. So my arm is just a bunch of kids' books. Well, just one kid's book. Sketches and poems from this book that I loved. And so I got those and I had the background colored in. So yeah, finishing that up and it'll be awesome.
And
but I'm going to have to keep that a secret until I'm going to, not reveal it until it's all done.
And then we were hanging out and where we're getting our tattoos done is here at home. And it's called Flying Monkey. And it's a couple. So they've been married, I don't know how many years, I think they told me. So they tattoo together. So she'd talked to him about doing it and then getting her ink done. And so I just asked her, I said, would you mind doing something for me? And she's like, no. And I was like, well, I'll tell you what I got in mind and we'll do it sometime. Well, she drew it up and we went in for her ink. She was like, come on, let's do yours. So it was really your turn. Twice.
It's okay, I'm just racking them up.
So as she was getting tattooed, and I went and got tattooed. But Steph has, my initials are TNT, and because I'm dynamite. And so she, on her right bicep, she has sticks of dynamite with a timer on. The band says TT. Really cool, classy tattoo. So
my mating call is dynamite.
Boom, boom. Or
bang, bang.
So so her mating, would you say that damn word for me?
My maiden name.
Good God, man.
So my initials
SAW,
were SAW. So yeah, my maiden name started with a W, and so my initials were SAW, and of course his are TNT. So
now hers is SAT. Because
yeah,
T, you
can get an image for SAT.
Toilet.
No.
So anyway, I wanted this cross-cutting saw with the SAW on there. So she drew this up. And I was expecting for something to be, something little. She drew this.
I have it right over there.
It's on my.
With all those receipts, yeah.
So we walked in, and she's like, well, TJ, I drew a little something up for you. And I was like, okay, let's see what it is. And she's like, boom, there it is. And I was like, damn. I was like, that big? And she goes, yeah. I was like, okay. Where are you going to put it? And I was like, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I eased over, and I was like, so in a couple of months or a year or so we can kind of fill this in case something happens. That was funny as hell. And she's like,
me. That's what it was.
So what which was the most painful tattoo. It wasn't so much back in here. It got up under my tit here. And
his tit.
My tit. And where she was coloring in here, it felt like she was just, you know,
sawing
off my nipple. So I was like, oh my God, girl. I said, are you on my areola? And she's like, yeah, I'm not even close to your areola. And I was like, man, it feels like you're just cutting it out. And it hurt. And it was the first time in all my tattoo history that I thought I was going to have to tell her to stop. I had to take a breath. But I mean, I never did tell her to stop. And I hung in there. And I just visioned good things with a little bit of naughty things. And I got through it. But it was, so.
My chair keeps going down.
Her tattoo really hurt me.
That's too
It was a painful experience to put your initials on.
We need to get new seats someday. I keep having to lift it up.
Let's set it up for later. Ooh. Yeah, so her tattoo.
You know how much stuff I have to clean up when we're done with this.
Good what?
You haven't finished your banana.
You
haven't finished your oatmeal cookie.
I almost ate it all.
You didn't finish your chips.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you finish your chocolate drink?
Yeah, who's done.
Did you finish your Dr. Pepper?
No, it's too sweet. I didn't finish it. I will, though. I'll finish it. She makes me finish my food. Now, I hadn't tried these as mixed nuts.
You're not going to like them.
Ooh.
They're trail mix keto edition. Gilbert, good to see you. Thank you so much for your super chat. He says, what's up, amigos? Just got parked at the truck stop. Did y'all miss me as much as I missed y'all? Yes, of course.
Good to hear from you, Gilbert. Hope we're doing okay out there on the road, dodging all the assholes on our phones.
Yes.
We're doing well. It's good to. God, them things suck. Bad. Yeah, we have missed you. I hope you're feeling all right. Where are you at?
My chair is still, again, going down lower. This is getting on my nerves. So sorry, guys.
Well, when you get down there.
Come back up. Oh, God. Crazy.
So what we're planning for next week, it'll be our anniversary. Mm-hmm. And I've really planned this really romantic getaway. We're going to the Bahamas. And we're going to be at a bungalow down there called 69. It was the number I picked. And we're going to stay there for 2.5 days.
Wow.
And we're going to get all of our drinks brought to us by monkeys.
Oh.
Trained monkeys that bring us our drinks.
Okay. Can you still get a refund?
No.
Gilbert in Ohio heading to Inwood, West Virginia.
Ooh, shit. Very cool. Getting colder up there, huh?
Never been to West Virginia. We talked about that. Thank you, Paul. He said happy early anniversary, guys.
Well, thank you so much.
So we got married on 11/11/11 at a bar.
At what time?
At 11:11 p.m.
By what?
By a pirate.
Sure did. That's exactly what we did. No, what we're going to do, though, is we're going to go to Bentonville. So Bentonville, we were actually there last night because we had a football game in Pea Ridge, and we went over there and checked it out, which was really close, which is about 1.5 hours away from the house. And so we're going to go over to Crystal Bridges. So Crystal Bridges is like a big art. It's not a museum. It is a museum. Is it? But it's a movie, always changing.
Well, they do have a permanent section of the museum that's there, permanent. And then they do have a rotating different exhibits and stuff that come. So, yeah, it is the Northern Lights. And so it's an outdoor exhibit at nighttime, of course. It's pretty cool. Whispering pines. All kinds of lights. And
we got a really nice place we're going to go out to eat. We're going to get all dressed up for the first time in our life, I think.
We'll see.
She's gonna wear a dress, and I'm gonna wear a nice button up and do my hair up.
Yeah, so I can't wear my t-shirts.
Yeah, and then we booked us a nice little Airbnb over there that's pretty quaint and cozy.
Yes.
I don't know. I may get just my phone out and do some recording just so we can just put maybe a little cool video together. But there again, we may need to keep some of this to ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, well, we can do that. You can put the video together. I've got some other videos I got to do. I'm behind on.
I mean, that's what that's.
Mike Myers, good to see you. Have a good evening. I hope Laura's home for the weekend coming up, and y'all can have some downtime. Catch up on things.
A little bit of loving. Kick the dogs out of the house. Who's gonna take care of the kids?
Brandy, Airbnb where?
Oh, Bentonville.
Bentonville. So Bentonville, Arkansas is actually the home of Walmart. So if you guys didn't know, Walmart actually started in Bentonville. So Bentonville, of course, has the #1 Walmart. We have the #2 Walmart ever. Just some information for you.
We got the Deuce Walmart. Yeah. And this
second Walmart in the world.
And proud of that too. Tell you what else I'm proud of too. Yeah, those Sambo did real good for himself, didn't he? Now I'll tell you what else I really like is them Tyson plants.
Oh gosh.
Got them Tyson plants over here. Bearville, Green Forest, going over there to Sedalia, the Broken Bow, all the love them Tyson plants. That's what keeps the Ozarks going. Walmart and Tyson plants.
Gilbert, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thanks, Gilbert. I'm just starting. I think the sugar's starting to kick in. I was needing something.
I think so too.
And I didn't want to pick me up. I've been wanting to go to the bar and get drunk. Steph won't let me. Just trying to make me be a good boy. And so here lately, I've just been, hanging out, watching her work on videos.
We're taking a dry spell for a moment.
And I've been in the gym, like working on my fitness. She's my witness. So I think
up in the gym,
working on my fitness. He's my witness. That's an old one. So like I was trying to get out of the house the last couple of days, and you could tell it because it's been itching like to get out and go get drunk and raise hell. And she won't laugh at me. She's making me be good. And what's going to happen is we're going to go out for our honeymoon, and I'm going to tie one on.
You better not. It's our anniversary, not honeymoon.
Well, whatever. Honeymoon day. And then you're going to be on my ass. I'll make an ass on myself, get in a fight, and steal somebody's bicycle over there. Everybody's on a damn bicycle riding around. I'll take a yoo-hoo and that bicycle right there. I'll see you, fuckers. Ching ching, pedaling my ass off down the road. And I'll be like, you can't catch me, you're in the dress. And then you'll be like, I wore shorts underneath this, and you'll catch me. There's a whole skit that just played out.
I'd probably be like, okay, bye. I know the address to the Airbnb.
I wouldn't. That's my problem. We've been in situations before. Oh, I got to tell you this story. Can I tell them about down in New Orleans?
Jason Wallace, thank you so much for your super chat. He said, hey guys, have you been back to the cat house for some pickled pepper shots? It was a fun night for us.
Hey man,
good to see you on
Jason here. You fucked her up, man. So and it started out with those fucking pickled pepper shots that take like shit. You did that. I was hoping to see each other, but I was going to tell you, kiss my ass, because she, we got back when we left the cat house and went down to the Chelsea's, and then
I think I remember a little bit once we got to Chelsea's,
but it came on.
I was out.
Well, there was a couple.
Yes, I remember.
I actually broke my ribs there that weekend.
Yes.
the night before I broke my ribs.
Yes.
In that fight. So then there was a couple fights where I told her, I was like, listen, we got some walking to do because you're this, you know, and we got to get you back to the room. I don't think I can carry you. And she got pissed. And by that time, though, because you guys, and y'all kept buying drinks and shots. I mean, I was starting to get kind of fucked up. And so that's why we did cowboy goodbye. We just disappeared. But got her down the road a little bit, started going down the steps. And I told her, I said, now, honey, I'm going to walk in front of you and hold on the handrail, and you fall into me. And she goes, you don't tell me what to do, and you don't guide the way. I'll make my own way. And I was like, okay. So she did. She got back to the house. I grabbed her pants a couple times, but she totally got fucked up that night. That was a fun night. We had a lot.
Slow down here for a second. Give it a minute, maybe.
Our internet has been shitty here.
Yeah.
We live in the Ozarks, so.
Yeah, and usually when the wind is blowing or it's raining out, our internet slows down.
Yeah, if the sun's out, the sun was out today.
Mm-hmm.
Our internet was slowing down.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna tell them about what?
Okay, so about New Orleans, it was a Mardi Gras a few years ago. I think we dressed up as Vikings, and we was in the bar. I went to the bathroom. You gonna tell them that story?
If you want.
Okay. Because I couldn't find one. It was about finding our way home.
Billy Newman, he said, I just made the 1,000-mile SaddleSore 2 weeks ago. That's pretty cool.
Very good for
cool.
you, man. That's
awesome.
Fun, right? And then, you know, get your name in there, and it's just something cool
and
to talk about.
All of the names, all of, like, if you've completed it and got your certificate through there, you can go onto their website and see who you can search by city. You can search if you want to know other people in your state who's done it, completed the different certificates and stuff. You can check, and it's pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah, she's always, thank you, Gilbert. She is honoring. I mean, she is just as much honoring, if not more, than I am. Yeah, the thing, though, with the getting the camaraderie of doing something, just say, hey, I did it too, you did it, and it just gets the conversations talking. It's like a tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, just get to talk.
Yeah.
Super cool. Probably heard that. I'm glad you did that.
Billy said that the Fallen Riders Foundation from Livingston, Louisiana to Scott City, Missouri. That's really cool.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. And that's also really neat to be able to do.
That's awesome.
Complete a challenge like this actually for, you know, a ride or for a foundation, for an organization.
Yeah,
like that.
double coolness.
It's cool.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, getting out there and meeting people and making memories.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can make that experience even more crazy or more in depth or more colorful, however the fuck you want to say it, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, Steph and I talk about this all the time. As I've got older, and believe me, Steph and I have been into all kinds of shit. 75% of it we can't even fucking talk about. We just pushed the envelope, and we've enjoyed life. And we talk about a lot. I just want an experience. It doesn't mean that you got to go anywhere crazy or spend a lot of money. You can get these experiences just by going to Walmart almost anymore. But you got to go. And that's a lot of people just like, the first thing is just do it, not even thinking about it. Because a lot of times we start thinking a little bit too much about something we're fixing to do, and you can almost find 10,000 reasons to do it. You know, and it's just so easy, just like, oh, fuck it. Like, if you can just get your ass out the door and down the road, you know, just, and it's weird for me the first time that I left home on a bike, and we went to Laughlin, and Steph stayed home, and, you know, I just, every mile that I rode, I got farther and farther away from home. It's just like, Jesus, you know, I really want to do this. And a couple times that I was like, I just think I want to go back home to Steph. I got to the point where I'm like, well, over halfway, you know, and then I was like, well, hell, I'm here now. Now I got to go. I wanted to just share the experience. And that's something that's been really cool here lately, is the things that we have done to be able to take people along with us, or show them the story, and maybe get somebody to just get off the fucking couch and go do something, or take a break and really, you know, maybe go on a vacation that you can't afford and do something. And I get it; it's always about money, but time away from work and loved ones, but it's so true that I say it over and over and over again. We all have an expiration date, and we just don't know when that is. I am in a thing now in my head where I'm like, I just want to go all the fucking time because I just want to eat the miles up, and I want the experience after experience after experience. And we have. And now it's just like, I want to do something grand. Like, I want to do something fucking cool as shit. But we're always limited. But it's just like, I get home, I'm ready to be home, but I'm like, it won't be days I'm ready to get back on the bike and go again. Like, I'm really needing to go on a ride. Not to Walmart or else. I need to go fucking just go. But, you know, we have obligations. We all do. We got to take care of them. So, is that just a ramble?
I think so.
Just a little bit of a ramble.
I think so.
Yeah.
Tom Sheets, he said, good evening, y'all. Glad to see you back on tonight. Take care. Tom and Julie in P Ridge.
Hey, damn, man, we were just there last night. Sorry for beating y'all. It was a great game, though, actually.
El Buffalo, he says,
Thanks for saying something.
what's up with the biker trash stickers?
It's just,
So you may have missed the post last week. So yeah, someone had called him biker trash, and I know some other people were talking like they got called something like at Sturgis, and especially around Sturgis, a lot of us got called names for going to Sturgis during this whole thing, and yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it kind of hurt feelings.
well, it's better hurt my feelings than hurt their nose.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was just a comment, and then we just kind of posted about it, and then I was sitting around there, and I was like, you know what, Steph, can you make me some stickers? And then she made a couple stickers, and we were just like, hey, here's some stickers, and then so
Yeah,
some stickers.
so that's all it is.
So it's just I got called biker trash, and we made a sticker, and
yeah,
that's all there is to it.
Yeah, Brandy said she got called COVID Mary after Sturgis. That's crazy.
Better than a loose Jane.
Well, and it's well, I'm going to say this. I am glad that Walmart opened up that second door, because there was nothing like trying to get hundreds of people through a 4-foot door opening when they want us to stay 6 feet apart and socially distance ourselves from each other. So let's all cram inside this one opening when there's two.
Well, I could kind of handle that. It was the lady sitting at the front yelling at me that masks were mandatory and scaring the shit out of me. I'd just be walking through thinking about what we got to get in Walmart, and she goes, masks are mandatory. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And I never wore a mask just because she yelled at me. I had my mask, and I was like, well, bitch. Well, I shouldn't say that. But I felt like, no, I didn't say it, but I felt like it. I'm like, I'll put my fucking mask back in my pocket. And I did. And I never wore it.
I just said, okay, thank you, and kept on walking.
I didn't say a word, actually. I just went, kind of grunted and growled and walked on.
So, okay, Billy Newman said, I just tuned in. What challenges are you guys planning? The 1,500 in 36 hours? So we're not exactly for sure yet. It kind of depends on what is going to happen in 2021 as far as rallies and what's, because that's how we planned our last 2 riding seasons, as far as what's happening where, and if we're on this side of the coast or if we're going to be going here. So it just it's kind of up in the air. We definitely want to do one, though.
Yeah. I don't know what, and I'm not.
Yes.
And but I've been looking at them. I think for me the cool. I don't even think we'll be able to do this, but Key West up there, tip of Alaska would be really fucking cool.
Yeah, but you have to do that in a certain amount of time.
And I mean, you go on these things, and if you don't make it on the amount of time, well, fuck it, you got to go.
Yeah, there's no registration
didn't.
whenever you don't have to sign up and register to do this. You turn your fee in at the end of it. So once you complete it, so like if you, I mean, you can attempt it and you're not out, like your registration fee or filing fee, whatever you got to do, which is kind of neat too. But yeah, the fee, I don't really remember what the fee was whenever we finished it and we turned it in, because you do get your name on the list. You get like the pin and the license plate, and you get a certificate, an actual certificate that you can frame. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like saying, you don't have to complete it. If we didn't complete it, well, we're still going to have our ride, and we're still going to do it, make great content, make some cool videos, and, it gives a reason to do it.
Yeah.
So that's all we need. Like I'm saying, we just need a cause.
Reason to go.
A ride with it. It really is a ride purpose. It gives you something, a goal. Yeah. But, we'll see what happens. I hope you guys get out there and do some stuff too. I know it's not, like I said, we already had some of y'all say you already did, you have, and going to. It's super cool to see that too. I know y'all are doing a lot of cool shit. This is going just as hard as we are. You want to read anything over there?
Yeah, Billy said that he was in Eureka Springs on a bike trip with family, and then he came home and we were live in Eureka a few days later.
Oh, shit.
Well, Eureka is
probably there.
Yeah, Eureka is so close to us that we go to Eureka quite a bit. And of course, riding anywhere in the Northwest Arkansas is amazing. So it seems like we're always kind of out in this, just out piddling around.
It's in the backyard.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always over in there. And where we live here, it's just boring as shit. We got some amazing riding. It's just like a ride that we put together for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue that didn't have us. So we did our weekend with the Ornery Asses. That ride that we did out there went to Ponca and out and through. It's just so pretty. And a lot of people have said, holy shit, we didn't know this was around here.
Yeah.
You're only talking, 45 minutes, an hour away. Just, it's amazing riding, but like here where we live, it's just boring as shit, though. There's nothing really to do. And so we go to Eureka, Fayetteville, go to Springfield, Little Rock, Memphis, get over to Oklahoma some. Yeah. Just to find music, which is hard right now because of COVID shit, but we always have. We just rambled around, chasing music and bars and parties and whatever the hell we could find to get into. And we've had a lot of good experiences chasing back itches. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Super cool stuff, though. Anything else in here?
Jennifer, good to see you on here. She's going to bounce.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
See ya.
She's going to slap that biker trash on her bike tomorrow. She got her stickers in today. So, yeah, a lot of you guys that ordered the biker trash stickers should be getting them today or tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Forget that. Should have them by Monday. I hope. Yeah. Can't wait for the fun shit with the elves. So, yeah, Jennifer. So, if you guys seen, I posted where I was looking for a couple of elves, like the elf on the shelf, Christmas elves. So, we're going to do the Christmas tree forest again at the Crescent, which is also in Eureka Springs. So, the Crescent Hotel does a Christmas tree forest each year, and they open it up for any visitors to vote on their favorite tree. So I think it's like $1 to vote for your favorite tree. And then that organization who decorated that tree gets to keep all of their, all the trees get to keep their donations. So I think last year they had probably 30-something trees that they decorated.
Pretty cool.
That different organizations decorated. And
so super cool. So
yeah. Ours was I'm Dreaming of an Ornery Christmas.
It was pretty fun.
So this year I want to do an Ornery shelf. Ornery Elf on the Shelf.
Hmm.
So I want to decorate our Christmas tree with some elves and, you know, pick a stunt kind of, you know, ornery thing that the elves do. So maybe toilet paper the Christmas tree.
Maybe.
So decorate it, of course, like a Christmas tree, but then
maybe burn it down.
Have it where the elves, you know, toilet papered it.
Yeah, so super fun though.
So it's pretty neat.
It's a good cause too.
It is a good cause. So I think that they leave it up for almost exactly 1 month and open it up, of course, for anyone to be able to vote. And yeah, it's an awesome way to get exposure for your business or for your organization, and then also raise money.
I like what they're doing.
I do too.
And the crescent's just cool as hell anyway.
And it's so pretty. I mean, like you were talking about the Ozarks, it's pretty here. It's really pretty here in Christmas time too, with all the lights. And
we've gone different places during Christmas, but there's nothing like Ozark Christmas. It is pretty amazing. Yeah. Catch up anything over here?
Group elves cutting the tree down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut that son of a bitch.
Yeah. And yeah, they provide all the Christmas trees. They provide you with the lights.
And then you do the rest.
Yeah, and you do the rest.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I like it. So yeah, if anyone has any elves that they're not using this year, I know someone, I'm not for sure who said this, but he said that their elves got COVID and died. At least that's what their grandchildren know.
Maybe that's what's going to happen to Santa Claus this year too. Some of them. Santa Claus got COVID and kicked it. Sorry, kids.
Yeah. My laptop battery is going dead.
Imagine that.
Okay, guys. Well, let's sign off here. We're going to go get some food.
Yeah, for sure.
Time change is different now for everyone. I'm sure it's weird for us because, it just changed to 70.
Damn, that's good too. Upwards.
Thank you guys all for tuning in. We will be posting which challenge we do with more information.
We'll see.
I think it'd be fun.
We'll see. Yeah. Anything else you want? Oh, I shaved my head.
Shaved it all off.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, what the?
I don't like it.
He does not like it.
I don't like it. Anyway. That's what happens when I get bored. I was either the head or
Brady
the beard.
was like,
holy shit.
Yeah, at first he was talking about shaving the beard off, and I was like, fuck to the no.
Ouch.
There's no way.
I'm getting bored, damn it. Let me drink a beer.
Yeah. So, yeah. Was it this morning? It was yesterday.
Yesterday.
It was yesterday. He cut my hair, and then he was like, I think I just want it shaved off.
Yeah. I got a big fat head. I mean, I knew I had a big head, but I didn't know it was this big. I shaved it off, and I was like, damn it, man, I got a big old round head. And we went to the game last night, and I made myself not wear a hat because I was like, okay, so this is what you wanted to do. And I got some remarks. Today at the gym.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. They tried to arrest me.
Really?
Yeah. It was like I'm a criminal.
Kahuna, thank you so much for your super chat. So glad I got to catch you guys this week. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Dude, I hope you're doing well. I know you are.
Yes.
God, I enjoyed hanging out with all you guys on the ass weekend. We need to do something again soon. We'll see what happens. But I appreciate that so much.
And Gilbert, thank you again so much.
Thanks, Gilbert.
Just want to let y'all know today was my first time back at the gym.
Good for you,
man.
That's
awesome.
Good for you. Get after that
is
shit.
Awesome.
I've been staying in there. I've been working really hard. I've got plans. I've been struggling with some stuff. So I've been in the gym working extremely hard, taking all of my aggression and all that negative thoughts from the universe, trying to put positive back in. All that fucking shit you said. I also learned about 5 love languages. What the fuck? I know what that is now. And so,
okay, can you name them all?
Let's see: affirmation, touch, physical touch, doing things. What's it called?
Gifts of service.
Services.
Or acts of service.
Acts of services, which I always think is sexual, but it's not. Giving gifts. Is that one?
I love it.
Yeah, shit. You guys coming back to Louisiana? Yeah, man, Louisiana's been on my mind. And I've been talking about Louisiana a lot. About right now, I'd go to New Orleans. But as we all know, New Orleans is not all New Orleans anymore right now. So I would probably be in New Orleans.
If what they're going to do with Mardi Gras. Like,
I'm questioning Mardi Gras.
So, Billy, you're in Hammond.
You're in Hammond? Oh, right on.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah, we always, I mean, yeah, going to New Orleans is usually a yearly thing. So,
well, I mean, we did our kickoff run. What do? We go right down to New Orleans. We hung out for Mardi Gras this year. We rode 90 over to Daytona for Daytona Bike Week. We've talked about this last week and stuff like that. That was the most relaxing and the best trip, ride. Mm-hmm. One of the top experiences I've had.
Awesome. Yeah.
To run down there and hang out for Mardi Gras, kick that 90, took our time, rode the coast, ate good food, met great people, laid back, you know, and then get down there and just enjoy yourself in Daytona.
Yeah, that's very
so
cool. JC Cycles, are y'all going to be here next week? Yes. Yeah. I mean, other than Thanksgiving weekend, I don't, or, you know, Thanksgiving, of course, Thursday, and then that Saturday. I'm not for sure how that's going to look for us. And I know a lot of people are going to be visiting family and stuff like that. So I'm not for sure about that weekend if we're going to do live feed, but we should be good to go on the others.
Yeah, I'm just like needing to come up with stuff to talk about. Like, I don't really just want to go in here and just talk. I need something to really talk about. So a lot of people are really busy right now because I have Shane from Rick Rack on. He's been busy. We're going to have Chase from Legends come on. He said he would. We'll talk about their suspension. And I hope Chase talks about some of what he's doing personally because he's doing some cool shit as well. And then we'll have our dude with the air pressure gauges, which we're still messing around with them for our tires on our bike.
Tire pressure monitor
system. So he'd be coming on too. I've been kind of waiting to maybe until December to kind of do that when the weather gets a little colder for most, and it'll give us something kind of to look forward to. Plus, I'm letting everybody people are busy right now, so. We're at 3% on our battery.
And Buck Champ, thank you so much for your super chat.
Love you too, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Buy me a new pair of 8 pairs of Fruit of the Looms. Maybe 10.
Probably 10 that come in big pack.
Big pack. It'll have to be a big pack.
All right, guys. Good night. Guys, this will be back Saturday night. Hopefully with maybe someone with us. Who knows?
Good Lord, nobody else.
Yeah.
You're not going to sign off the way we do. You're going to do the whole thing.
You're going to do it.
I want you to do it.
I don't know. I
Just
don't
give
think
it a
I
go.
can remember
Just give it a go. Just give it a go.
And like always.
No. Thanks for tuning in and chiming in.
Sorry. See, that's not my spiel.
Well, no shit, guys. Thanks for tuning in and chiming in. We look forward to this. We missed you guys. Hope everyone's doing right and doing right by their loved ones. I don't know where that fucking came from.
I don't know either. I was like looking for a script or something. Where are you reading
Sometimes I start talking. I don't know where I'm going with it. I just let it flow. And if any of you guys have hung around me, any, you know that too, because we'll be in a bar and I'll just start fucking rambling, but it turns into a good story. But really, thanks for tuning in and chiming in. We appreciate it so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks for the super chats and super stickers. Y'all stay safe out there, no matter who is the president. Be good to each other.
Love each other.
Love each other. And like always, you motherfuckers stay on.
Bye.